does wonders for my hips. Have you seen my ass?
Alright guys, hope you're all well. It's been a while, as usual these days. Pickups video number, not a fucking clue to be honest. 20 something maybe? Don't know, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, we'll get there eventually. Or gone past it, I don't know, maybe it's lower than that. 22, you fucking numbskull. Rambling already, out of the loop, I'm not used to doing this. I guess you've got Alex, Blue Tonic, 76, I hope, 70 something anyway, sorry Alex. Yeah, he recently did a pickups video and inspired me to do my own. Why? Because I'm lazy and clearly do not have an original thought in my head, and because it's fucking easy. I've been putting off doing a pickups video for around 3 months now, I guess. Mainly because I haven't had much to show off, and I'm used to showing off massive hauls of goods, and they seem to be my more well-liked videos. I don't have a massive haul of stuff this time. In fact, I have very minimal, but I haven't actually picked up anything in about 3 months, so this is long overdue. The reason I haven't been picking up anything is because I feel I'm in the minority here. I'm actually quite satisfied with my collection. So satisfied so that I'm not really that interested in picking anything up anymore. Doesn't mean I've gone off game or anything, I'm just really quite satisfied with what I do have. In fact, I have too much. I'm still slimming down on the tripe. I've sold a lot of 360 games, and when I am in a state where I'm happy with that entire collection, I will do an overview video of the whole collection again, but it's completely changing. I reckon I sold 100, 150 around Christmas, all to CX of course, but yeah, I'm rather happy with what I do have. Anyway, this is a pickups video, I believe, so somebody said once upon a time. Yeah, so let's see if I can remember what I've got. Usually I keep it in a pile, but I've sort of spread it out sporadically. Not usually the best idea, but anyway, the first thing I got was a second PS3, which I'm not sure if you can see back here. You can definitely hear it though. I think it's an 80 gig version. I got it off eBay for £30. 30 fucking quid. It was supposed to be faulty. It was supposed to have a overheating issue, which I looked at how to fix. It's a piece of piss just opening the unit up, opening the power supply, twiddling with little pots, and away you go. But I got it, and it worked. There was actually nothing fucking wrong with it anyway. So 30 quid for a working PS3 is absolutely unreal, because I mainly use it as a Blu-ray player anyway. You cannot get a Blu-ray player for £30. So yeah, gaming system and Blu-ray player, 30 quid. Unreal. It didn't come with a controller however, so I had to buy a third-party controller, and I picked up this. I don't know if you can see it because it is rather dark in here, but it's a strangely quite a nice pad. It's a, what is it? It's a something. It's a Geotech. I could have told you that. I can't remember what it's actually called though. Geotech Mark IV. I don't know. I might be just talking horseshit here. It's a Geotech something. It's got turbo, which I cannot get to work. It's got a really cool switch at the bottom, which comes in handy for me. What that does is it swaps the functionality of the shoulder buttons. So in one position, that's L1. That's R1 rather, R2. In the second position, they're reversed, so that'll be R2, that would be R1. That's brilliant because first-person shooters on the PS3 have always pissed me off to the extent of I cannot play them because fire always seems to be R1 for some reason, whereas on 360 it's R2. Now R2, it being an actual trigger, makes more sense to me, and I'm sure back on the PS1 days, second shoulder button always used to be fire, so I don't know why PS3 made it that one. Either way, that's a fantastic function. The D-pad is really, really nice and stiff. You can probably hear it clunk. The buttons over here are a bit stiff and sometimes quite unresponsive. The sticks are very, very nice. I actually prefer this to an official pad. love the D-pad. I really, really like the D-pad. This cost me £7 brand new or something. It absolutely chews up batteries, so I have to run it with a cable coming out of it. But that's not a big deal, because I play here, console's there, it doesn't really get in the way. So yeah, second PS3. What else did I get? PS2 game. That PS2 game has a sticker on the front of it, annoyingly. Usually I peel this shit off before I do a video. It's Chaos Legion on the PS2. It's like Devil May Cry meets Dynasty Warriors. Very, very good hack and slash, actually. I love this game. I bought it because I love this game. I probably will play this quite a bit again when I do eventually put it back into a console. But I mainly got it. Oh, fucking hell, there's stickers on the back as well. Ridiculous. I mainly got it because I wanted to go for a full Capcom collection. But that's not going to happen. That was about 3 months ago when I had a crazy idea that I was going to do that. That idea has gone out the window. In fact, I've actually sold some Capcom games since. So, yeah. Happy to have this anyway. It is boxed and complete, even if the case is covered in friggin' stickers. Where's it from? Gary's Games. Upper Butter Market. That's the PS3 making an awful noise. I don't know if you can hear that. I think it was powered off, actually. Come on, let's see where it is. It's in Chester, apparently. Chester. Maybe you know them, knew them. Are they there anymore? I doubt it. Next we have a Gamecube game. I'm sure every time I say next we have, I'm looking away from the camera. I don't know if you can hear me, I've not got the snowball set up straight to the camera. Can't be asked to fuck about. I am rambling like a bitch. Yeah, Gamecube game. Turok Evolution. Funnily enough, I love this game. Loads of hours spent on this. It's not quite as good as the first Turok game, and a lot of people really don't get on with it. But I think this is amazing. One of the better first-person shooters on the Gamecube, which there aren't many of. Let's try and do this in some sort of a semblance of order. Go back to PS3. PS3 game, very, very happy to play this. Played this a little bit with Gareth, Sprites and Bytes, and he kicked my ass on numerous occasions, as always, because that guy is a fucking demon when it comes to fighters. But that game is Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I adore this game, I really do. I've got it on 360 and I've got it on Steam. The bonus characters on this are very cool, very, very gimmicky though. Playing as the Sony mascot cats, that's a laugh and a half. Especially when you're paired up against somebody playing as the same character as well. It's just like miniature fighting. It's brilliant. Love this game. It's a shame I don't have all the DLC on this one. It's a shame they made it DLC, I'll admit, but I like the bonus characters, which I don't have on this version. Very happy to have this game. That was me disappearing for a minute. Jump cut, because I'm tripping over my own words, probably because I'm speaking 1,000,001 miles per hour. Very unlike me. Chill out, Lloyd, chill out. Next is a game which doesn't work, so this may as well go in the fucking bin, and I've already shown you what it is. It's fucking Super Street Fighter 4. Yeah, got this from Zova Stocks on Amazon for very, very little money. Wanted to play it, put it in the console, didn't work, and it's because it is scratched to shit, so yeah. Not very good on Zova Stock's behalf. Because it costs so little, I just couldn't be asked to send it back. And because I bought it, I can't be bothered to throw it away. It feels wrong. I did actually order Street Fighter Arcade Edition for the PS3 as well, and it never fucking turned up. Again, because it cost £8 or so, I just could not be asked to chase it. So at the moment I'm getting zero Street Fighter action on the PlayStation 3, which is very, very disappointing. Not cool, not cool. I tell you what, I also ordered JoJo's Bizarre for PS3 at the same time, and they sent me a mail saying that they're out of stock. That really fucked me off. So 2 games I was very much looking forward to playing, and I got neither of them. Next on PS3 we have Soulcalibur 5. I tried playing this a little bit online, but fuck me, the servers are shit, which is surprising because on the 360 the servers are fucking awesome. How can you get the same game with such a dodgy netcode on one and the other one be absolutely fine? Box complete, it's Soulcalibur 5, the worst in the series, but Soulcalibur games that run so smoothly, and they're always a blast to play. A blast to play. Soulcalibur 5 has got the worst of the cameo characters out of any Soulcalibur series. I think it's Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Favourite being Link and Spawn. These days I actually favour Heihachi. Funny enough, he's really fun to play with in Soulcalibur 2. Who was in Soulcalibur 3? I actually cannot remember who was in Soulcalibur 3. But mind you, I didn't play that one too much. Then obviously Soulcalibur 4, we had Darth Vader and Yoda. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Yoda's a twat. Darth Vader, I can't fucking use him. Completely gone off on one. Lastly, on my forehead, nearly headbutted the camera. Now we've got blur vision. Lastly on PS3 we have a very dog-eared Metal Gear Solid 4. What's it called? Guns of the Patriots. Tactical Espionage Action. Is that its name? Or hiccup? Or is that a tagline? Indigestion. Yeah, very dog-eared, but don't much care for that. Kept that on for the purpose of the video, to tell you the truth. Inside, it's mint. Unfortunately, it has a white white sleeve, and I hate that. I really fucking loathe that. I really don't like the old PS3 symbols either. Not played this yet, but it is a mint condition, so that's got to count for something, right? Give it a bit of a blue tonic. Who's mentioned far too often on my channel. Alex, you're invading me. On to the 360 games, which there's one of. There was actually 3, but I've bought and sold them since. The first was Destiny. I got that close to the release date, and I did really enjoy the game. I very briefly played it with Shemuzo, and it was fun. It was fun. 5 minutes that we did play. The co-op action in it is great. It's really fluid. I didn't like the lack of story in it, I've got to be honest. It felt like a cross between Phantasy Star Online and Defiance, which is fucking awesome. Defiance is underrated, especially the TV series. If you've never watched Defiance TV series and you're into sci-fi, go fucking watch it now. There's 2 seasons now. Awesome. Anyway, yeah, Destiny. I sold it because I needed cash, and it was worth cash. Might buy that back one day because it is a lot of fun, although it doesn't have a lot of content. Second game I bought and sold on was Borderlands the pre-sequel, which couldn't have disappointed me more, to be honest. It was very fun and very novel and very short-lived playing as Claptrap, but the level design in it is awful. Time limits on being outside is awful. The whole oxygen feature, lack of gravity, it doesn't work well at all. The Australian sense of humour in it, it's just not hitting the mark. It feels like such a cheap cop-out for them. So yeah, not very happy with them, because I'm a massive fan of Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. Yet to play Tales from the Borderland, the Telltale title, but I will get it at some point, and I do very much look forward to playing that. Hopefully they do a disc edition. Edition? I don't know what I'm talking about. Disc edition at some point. Got there in the end. So yeah, 2 games I sold because they were worth money, essentially, and I don't miss them at all. I don't buy games, trade them in regularly. I really need the cash at the time. There's some serious light flare going on there. What's going on? We've gone to sleep. You two, you've just fucked up my video. You bastards. I'm not myself today. I'm not myself. Anyway, lastly is a game I thought I was going to absolutely play to death. And I got it, and I played a little bit of it, and it bugged out for me, and it sort of put me off playing it again. But that's Fable Anniversary. You should know that I adore the Fable series. I've got a Fable tattoo on my leg. One of the best games of all time, in my opinion. It's dated at this point, but they have done a fantastic job with the graphics on this. They've really up-resed it very nicely. The gameplay, the controls don't feel too great, which is disappointing. I would much prefer playing it on the original Xbox or PC, even with keyboard, which I'm not a keyboard gamer by any means. It's a bit buggy. I haven't played it since, but I was very close to the beginning of the game. I'd just reached my teenage years, and every time I was doing the training, I think it was training, going back a bit now, like 3 months ago, it just kept crashing every time I finished a quest, and it's doing my fucking boxing, and I just couldn't be bothered to go back to it. Yeah, it comes with a cardboard sleeve. The side of it is very nice. It's mirrored. Is it mirrored on the viewfinder? I can't remember. It's been that long. It's on the floor now. Made a very satisfying noise. I'm going to do it again. Beautiful. Yeah, inside. Doesn't have a manual, and it has a very unattractive warning and all that crap on the inside of the box. Not impressed with that. Game I will go back to at some point. Next we have a DS game, which is Dragon Quest VI Realms of Reverie. Not overly familiar with the Dragon Quest series. What I have played of them is very good. I haven't played this yet at all, even though the cartridge is out of it. I got this brand new from Argus around Christmas for about £3.50. I got it because I was just craving to buy something, and it was all I could find at the time. How sad is that? That being said, I do like playing the odd 3DS game or DS game before I go to bed, so this is going to be a perfect candidate for my bedtime playing, I think. Old school RPG, obviously, and that's right up my street. That is me all over, that is. So I look forward to giving it a try anyway. We'll see how we get on with it. I know people rave about the Dragon Quest series, so it can't be that bad. Is this one of the better titles? You tell me, because I ain't got a clue. And lastly, I have a gift from a very old friend of mine, someone I used to go to primary school with. Haven't seen him in years. He moved away years ago as well. We kept in touch. Back in the day, we used to play so many games together. So many. So many fond memories as well. Some great games we used to play. It was back in the N64 PlayStation days, and every day we were just gaming. He sent me a message in November, I guess, saying he went to some expo. Can't remember which one it was. Really can't remember which one it was. He'll probably tell me if he watches this. And he found something that we used to play a lot, and he picked it up for me and just sent it me. How fucking nice is that? That game is Dragon Ball Z Legend, and it's the Japanese edition, which is great because this is the version I had when we used to play it. I got this imported from King Cat originally, and it cost an arm and a leg. Well, it didn't cost me that. It cost my mother an arm and a leg. I was young at the end of the day, but this was like the best thing since sliced bread at the time. I couldn't believe it, playing Dragon Ball Z and fighting all those battles. It's got some really cool mechanics on it. It's a bit like tug of war. So you play like four characters against 4 characters, and it's like episodes from the series, and you play them all at the same time, and you've got a bar at the top of the screen, and the more damage you're inflicting, your bar like encroaches theirs, and if you're getting beaten, their bar encroaches yours, and the goal is to get your bar to the top, obviously, and then do a super move and wipe out all the enemies. can't actually play this now because I don't have a chipped P PS1. A chipped P? What the fuck's a chipped P? A chipped PS1. I don't have an Explorer or Exploder. I really do want one, but I don't know where to get one from. I can't use eBay. I'd love one. If anybody wants to sell me one, that'd be greatly appreciated because I look forward to playing this. It's such a shame that the PS3 can't play other regions for PS1 games. Such a shame. So strange as well, considering to the best of my knowledge, it's not locked for any region. It's a bit weird, but yeah, thank you very much, Callum, for this. It's such a nice gift. You have no idea how much my eyes lit up when I saw this come through the mail. Obviously the case is absolutely fucking battered, but it doesn't fucking matter. The disc, I think, is pretty destroyed as well, but it's a PS1 game and these things are built like fucking tanks, so it will work. If not, I'm sure I can get it working, but very happy to have this. It's probably going to be the only Japanese game I ever own in my collection. Very happy to have this. Thank you again. Anyway, that's it for pickups, physical pickups at least. I probably will pick up the odd game here and there will be pickup videos again, but what I'm thinking of doing now is doing Steam pickups, because I pick up Steam games like they're going out of fucking fashion. I still hate digital content and digital media, which is so hypocritical of me, but we're all fucking hypocrites. My Steam library is like, how many games now? According to this, 539 give or take, because betas and all that show up as games, but yeah, that's like 540-ish titles, and I pick them up so often, so I might start doing some Steam pickups. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in watching. I know a lot of you guys are more into your retro and your consoles and the next gen and whatnot, but PC gaming is something I'm sticking to at the moment because I'm quite happy with my collection. I'm playing PC games so easy, plus it fits in with my job as well. Computer technician and all that, it just fits in nicely. Never thought I'd say that, never thought I'd say I was a PC gamer, but it's funny the way things turn out. 360 arcade games, I've picked up a few, most notably one which I will mention because I absolutely fucking adore it. I thought it was fantastically written, was, you know what I'm going to say, Game of Thrones Telltale release. Episode 1's out so far. I believe episode 2 comes out next week, maybe February 4th on consoles, February 3rd, oh sorry, I'm itching, it's probably we can hear, February 3rd on Steam. Don't know about mobile devices because quite frankly I could not give a shit about them. Not for me, I'm afraid, but yeah, that game is so well written, so well played out. I don't want to give away too many spoilers. Obviously, I'm not sure if it is canon or not. It's sort of based in, around and outside of the books, but characters which are not ever mentioned, about houses which are not ever mentioned, even though it does feature characters from the book and series. It's in a kind of confusing little world of its own, but it is really great. It starts out during Rob's War. Trying not to say any spoilers. It starts during the Red Wedding, and as soon as you hear the Rains of Castamere, God, that almost brought a tear to my eye just hearing the music. But yeah, so well done. And what do you expect? It's from the guys that did Walking Dead, and I like that game even though I hate the series. So yeah, of course I'm going to love the Game of Thrones game. Of course I'm going to love it. Can't wait for episode 2. Cannot wait. I think that's it from me, guys. I've blabbed on way too long. I don't know how long this is. I don't know how long this video has been going on for, but I'm rambling. So yeah, I probably won't see you soon. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Enjoy. I think that's how they usually end, isn't it?